How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another Mega Evolution Top 5 video. Last time, guys, we took a look at the top 5 must-have Fire-type Mega Evolutions, but today we're going to take a look at the top 5 must-have Dragon-type Mega Evolutions. Now, please do remember to check out the designers who created these designs down in the links in the description below, as it's only because of them I can make these videos. And also, please do remember, these videos are for entertainment purposes. Do remember that, please. It's only for fun. I understand a lot of you guys keep saying that, oh, Mega Evolutions won't happen anymore. We won't see any new Megas. Why do you do these videos? It's just for fun. You always can have fun speculating. It's always fun to just create a bit of hype around things and just have a good, fun time. Honestly, who cares? It's just for entertainment. And do remember, these are my opinions. And if you do not agree with them, then leave your own opinions down there. But please don't have to. You don't need to be rude. Just be friendly, and I will instantly respond. I like responding to comments all the time, guys. But either way, let's get right into this video, guys, with number 5. Number 5. Now, first up on this list is going to be Generation 1's only Dragon type, the beast known as Dragonite. And honestly, I have to say, I've been a huge fan of this Pokemon essentially for ever since Generation 1, and it's got to have, one of the generally, cutest designs. It is not one of the best designs. A lot of people complain about it being kind of simple. Overall, I think that it is generally a cool Pokemon, and I'm a huge fan of it, so why wouldn't I want to see a Mega Evolution? And having a design like this one here by Fatmon really would be cool, man. It makes Dragonite look a lot more fierce and somehow more angry with those evil eyes. Like, honestly, it just looks so much better. And also, the green wings look pretty darn neat, and I do like that. And overall, having this kind of like armor look to it and armor design really works nicely and generally creates a really nice atmosphere around this Pokemon, as you usually would expect in Dragonite to be a pretty friendly Pokemon, but pretty fierce in battle. This makes it look fierce even outside of battle. It looks like the type of thing you don't want to mess with, but of course Mega Evolutions are only in battle, so it doesn't really make sense. Either way, I do love this Mega Evolution. Let's go to number 4. Number 4. Now, next up is a Mega Evolution that I think most of you out there always wanted, and it's been a Mega Evolution that a lot of people have wanted ever since Mega Evolutions became a thing and they first introduced it, and you've all asked for this, Mega Flygon. And honestly, I 100% agree with that. They really should give Flygon a Mega Evolution, or just some sort of extra thing to it, because Flygon is such a cool Pokemon, and having this sort of design to it, this Mega design here, would be so cool. This designer here really is a great person, and he really made some awesome designs for Flygon. Not just one, but he made a Pokemon X and Pokemon Y Flygon design, and wow, this thing is amazing. I love the shape of the changed jaw on like its general face, and also maybe adding something to the legs would essentially make it even better, because I think that this design kind of is lacking on the kind of legs part area where the legs are. I mean, overall the legs are cool, but I feel maybe like adding more colors to it would be nicer, as it overall is just green and slightly red here and there, which I think, is cool in general, but maybe adding that extra bit of red here and there could make it even better. So overall, I do like this Mega design, and we all know that Mega Flygon must happen one day, or just something extra has to happen to this Pokemon that Nintendo seem to keep forgetting about it. Honestly, I want to see a Mega Flygon, or just something happen to this Pokemon in the future, so that's why I'm making this. Either let's go to number 3. Number 3. Now, next up is going to be Mega Druddigon, and this design just wow. It is truly the perfect Mega Evolution design for this beast of a creation. The creator of this design made it look pretty darn great, and having Druddigon down on the ground with all fours and those bits of lava on its arms really add to the overall scheme of this Pokemon being pretty darn scary, if I'm going to be honest. The design in general really looks great, and I think I don't even get why we don't have a Mega Druddigon. Druddigon is pretty just kind of left behind in my opinion. Not as generally speaking as like, oh, in competitive and whatnot. I'm talking about just Pokemon just generally being kind of forgotten over time. But I do think it is a cool Pokemon and a cool Dragon type that deserves to actually get its own freaking Mega Evolution. And this would be a perfect design, man. I do feel like maybe adding something extra to its face would make it drastically a lot better. Maybe just adding a few more shapes, a few more colors, maybe even adding a bit of that lava to its face would make the design overall stick out more, but then again, that might be a bit of an overkill, I don't know. Either way, I do think this is one of the best designs on this list, and Druddigon, man, I want you to have a Mega Man. Let's go to number 2. Number 2. Now, I've got to say, I always kind of mention that a lot of Pokemons are beloved, and a lot of people love certain Pokemons, and sometimes I kind of over-exaggerate. I know you guys say, oh, this Pokemon I actually hate, but this is seriously one of the Pokemons that I know most people love, and it's going to be Goodra. This Pokemon has been loved ever since the Pokemon anime where Ash essentially got his own Goodra, or what's, Gumi, it's turned into Goodra and blah, 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 blah. My point is, people love this Pokemon in general, and having Goodra receive a Mega Evolution, oh my lord, that would be perfect. This design here is kind of an interesting design. Of course, I do feel like, you could add more to this, but this is the only one I could, hands-on find that was probably the best one I could find, and it does look good in general, though I do feel like I want to keep kind of the cute face of Goodra on the Mega Evolution, and maybe just adding more shapes to it, maybe even some sort of wings and whatnot would actually look good on it, and maybe adding, some things to the body shape, maybe a few armor parts and whatnot, like minor things, minor color alterations and whatnot, and boom, you'd have the perfect freaking Mega Evolution. So that's why I feel like, generally, Goodra could have one of the best Mega Evolutions if they gave it one. But then again, we never know if that's going to happen. I do really hope for it, though, in the future, as it is a Pokemon that I feel like really does deserve to get its own Mega Evolution. Either way, let's go to number 1. Number 1. Now, next up is going to be Hydreigon, and it's going to be number 1 on this list because, oh my lord, I love this design, and swear to god, it is actually beautiful. Having the freaking Blastoise cannon almost on the back of freaking Hydreigon is so sick, man. I do feel like this design kind of lacks in one part, and that's just adding more things to the overall design of it. But I do feel like those cannons just made it number 1 for me personally. I do feel like those cannons just look amazing. And I do really hope that if this sort of thing would happen in the future, that Nintendo or Game Freak just add more things to it. Maybe, not maybe having another head, but maybe just changing the shape of the heads, or maybe like making it just look a bit more fierce. Overall, it is a fierce Pokemon, but even fiercer would be nice, because seriously, this is Hydreigon. This thing needs to be scary. That's the thing about it. It needs to be scary, and you need to fear it. That's why I feel like maybe doing something more, maybe a bit darker, more colors in general. I do feel like most of these Pokemon just need more colors once they Mega Evolve. There's more body shapes and more body parts and whatnot. And I feel like this could be cool with those cannons, man. It would actually be amazing. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I do hope you'll enjoy the video. And if you did, please drop a like down below. And also, feel free to leave a comment down below telling me what do you think is a dragon type you want to see get a Mega Evolution. And also, leave me suggestions for future videos you want to see. Anything like that you guys have in mind, let me know down there. But guys, that's going to be it for today. Like I said, subscribe, like, all that stuff if you want to see more content, and I'll catch you trainers the next time. Bye-bye.